Alright, my friends, the day has come, for we are on 2024 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And hopefully this will all work, because I've been testing this non-stop, and it got even better because Just Flight released their Piper Arrow 3 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And you might notice I got to import my livery. It was a little bit of a workaround, but it is all native to 2024. The only thing it doesn't have me at the cockpit. I'm gonna figure that out next. I don't know if I'm gonna figure it out, but we are gonna take for the first, hopefully stable broadcast of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the Piper Arrow 3 from Lake City, Florida to Vero Beach, Florida, as part of the Virtual Flying Club. I probably should have put the Virtual Flying Club graphics up, so let me do that. Give me a second. There we go. Just to give it a little extra, if you know what I mean. But alright, thanks for tuning in. I already saw that lots of people came out, and yeah, I'm telling you what, if you're gonna go 2024, buy it for 2024. You can buy the whole package, which is what I did. So it's actually a free upgrade, because I bought the 2000. It's a big long thing. But as far as the liveries and stuff, I found out that 2024 uses a different graphics format other than DDS, which is what it has been since FSX and prepared. It uses something called a KTSX something or another, which is like DDS, but it's more optimized for newer graphics cards and stuff. So I had to convert the graphics to PNG, and then I had to run it through that with the SDK kit for 2024. But it did a beautiful job, so I can't complain. But anyways, let's get in the cockpit and let's get going here. I also got my Tobii eye tracker kind of figured out somewhat. Look at that. Oh, it kind of was 2020 now. How cool is that? Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm ever since service update 2, it seems to be working a heck of a lot better. So just the key mappings are kind of a pain. But anyways, I digress. Let's get the checklist out here. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Get it on. So my button there. There you go. All right, good. Got the tablet. I will say that the autopilot's a little wonky on this still, more so than the 2020 version. But this would be a buy if you like the Piper Arrow, and we're gonna go to Vero Beach, where the home of Piper aircraft is too. That's why the Virtual Flying Club kind of picked that. But yeah, it's been working fine. Just the autopilot's a little wonky, and I'm going to turn back on my electric trim there. So, but yeah, think about buying it. It's a good buy. I like it a lot. Alright, so start checklist. Seat check, backlock, avionics are off. Autopilot's off. AC is off. Prop high RPM, which I left it there. Throttle slight. And we have to refuel the thing though, so let me do that. That's done through the tablet. So yeah, it got a lot better after service update 2. I'm not saying it's perfecto, but it's definitely, I think, flyable at this point. I haven't had a CTD, knock on wood, or anything like that. Testing this Piper Arrow 3 out. So brakes are set, parking brakes on, rudders are working, fuel pump master beacon on, fuel pump on, full rich mixture. See that fuel pump go and down. So there you go. Alright, it is primed. Max to start. We're gonna clear prop. I'm gonna get going here. So clear prop.
Clear prop.
Yeah, this would be one of those I think you need to buy a general aviation aircraft. But again, I could be partial to that because I fly the Arrow 2 now, and in real life. So haven't gone flying in a while. Bought solar panels to the house instead. But the engine meter is running backwards sometimes during the day, so it was worth it. It's an investment for sure. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is good. We're gonna fuel pump off. Make sure the fuel pressure is good. Light test required. They are fixing some things. Like at first, the GNS 530 wasn't showing up, and put nav lights on and stuff during the day. The only thing that shows up is the landing light, but that's okay. They are gonna fix it. That's what they told me when I reported it. Seatbelt harnesses. Heat vent to frost out. We need heat because it's almost over 90 degrees here. So let's turn this thing off. I will warn you now, my allergies terrible today. So I might have auto pop up from time to time. Avionics on. I'm gonna resize that window for the GNS 530.
Departing to the northwest.
Alright, I have no clue what that is set for. I don't even know if we have ATC. No, we don't at first. So for launch is showing that we get to Miami, we do. And we're going to Virutal Beach, which is over there. So should be a good time. Really hoping everything holds together, because dude, I would love to just do 2024. The ground handling on this is way better in 2024, and they again made this for 2024, so it takes advantage of all that stuff. All right, ATIS. Let's check where the ATIS is. ATIS is 120675. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the airport. So this is a 2024 problem. See, they don't have any weather here. So what I'll do is go to SkyVector. They need to fix that in the simulator still, which kind of sucks. But I'll check SkyVector. That's what I'm doing. And we'll give you the 270 at 13. This is a class Delta, so let's write it down. Okay, 270 at 13.
Viper 235, single off back taxi in 12.
They have to fix that still. So that is a 2024 thing. If you have Navigraph like installed weirdly, it won't work either. It won't give you VORs or anything, but they still don't have some weather station information. 10 square miles. Visibility. Clear. 3216. Altimeter 29908. Okay, we didn't connect to that sim yet. So, tower frequency is going back to guard. You know what that means if you've seen this channel before.
You're on guard with
ATC recordings in the back there. Link City Towers 119.2. Keep that Simunicom on standby after I get this in there. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm currently my busiest month for school, but we got through a lot of the events that I needed to. So.
Runner 300, RNAV to Coyote, runway 36 left.
All right, we're good there.
300,
2998, plug that in. I also see that the pressure that they do, like, see if I set it to the simulated pressure, it's almost 2998, but it's not quite. Sometimes it's far off still, so they're working on that, and then we could test it. But the elevation should be right around 200, right about there. Yeah, maybe one down. All right, we are going to, let's try a flight plan here, because I haven't done one of these yet. So,
Hawaiian 85
going
half
kilo.
runway 36 right, line up and wait for trail spacing, traffic will pass downfield.
line up and wait, runway 36
Charlie,
right,
come back.
Hawaiian 85 hit.
We're starting. Oh. Why is it doubling things? I have no clue why that's doubling things, but we're going to try it anyways. Then we're going to go direct to Foxtrot Alpha 38. That's to stay out of restricted airspace. And a little bit, most of the military operation area that's ahead of us. It's weird that it's doing that. It's doubling. I don't know why. Then I'm going to Vero Beach.
American 1709, traffic holding in position, cross runway 36
Like I said,
Julia.
this is
And
the
then contact ground 18.
autopilot kind of works, but you have to use like the buttons on the thing there. So, Romeo, let's go.
Hawaiian 85 heavy, RNAV to back, runway 36
All right,
right.
so that should work.
Hawaiian 85
Looks like it's working.
All
right. Other than that, checklist. Avionics, ATIS, altimeter, transponder, squawk. It is ADSB. Pretend it's on. Radio test on the taxi out.
Southwest
And
10
we're
third hour,
gonna
runway
taxi
36
out
right, line up
to-
to wait, crossing turbulence.
Oh, the one's
right,
270. So we're gonna go to runway 28. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, keep the stylus out. And connect back to Sim this time. How's that? Let's do that. I already filed the flight plan, but they never read it for that. So, okay, Miami Center's open. Just double checking. Yep, we're good. So we get to Miami Center, we'll request flight following and stuff. But we are good to go. And I think I got my times right for the fly-in. It started at 4 p.m. my time. Yeah, start at 4 o'clock, so we should get there just in time. Yeah, alright. For some reason my brain wasn't working. I have been flying offline. I actually tried flying the 737-800 like 3 times. And I think I got most of the flight management computer mostly kind of downish. So we might do a airliner stream in the future, but for now, alright, I'm gonna pause this chatter here for a second, only because I have to hear. Alright. VATSIM Unicom November 513 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. I wonder why it went that way. I have no clue. Oh, if I push that button, it goes to the right. That's not good. Alright, we gotta change that. Give me a second. Controls. That's not good. Sorry about this. Alright, why is that going nuts? So, I'm gonna search by input. Search by input. Doesn't have anything on there. Okay, so why is it going to the right then? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Yeah. No need for that. And like I said, that's the pain, is that when I updated to Service Update 2, it messed with the things here. Okay, parking brakes on. Now let's try it again. What's going on? Hello? Alright, why is that not working? Disconnected from voice server. Oh, because I'm not connected. Okay. Well, that was interesting. That's in Unicom November 513 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. Now it's not moving. Alright, cool. Else notice that wasn't on. Excuse me. No tax light. Alright, anyways, go switch to tower frequency. And bear with me as I get the kinks out of this. I have been flying 2024 to get most of it done, but if there's a couple of things I have to do, I'm gonna have to turn to the left here. Okay. Lake City traffic. Lake City traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot at the FBO. We're gonna taxi to runway 28 via Charlie Alpha, cross 23 Alpha. 22328 Lake City. Alright, here we go. Break off. Brakes are good. Let's test them. You see that? I'm looking at my chart there. Oh, Tobii eye tracker on because it works now. Oh, look at that. I hated this so much in 2024. And then I saw a nice video online and it told me everything I needed to know. We're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, but 2024. If you do want to fly along, just want to let you know that. And then I can't see my kick chat right now, so give me a second. Sorry about that. All right, let's try to make the best out of this. See what we could do. 2024. I'm getting pretty good frames, by the way. I even manually edited the user config file to display more, and I'm still getting about, it depends on where I am, but I'm getting about 50 to sometimes 90. If I was in the desert, I was in the 90s. I don't think that belongs there. Is that an ILS hold, or is that just saying that you're going on there? I don't know. That was a weird mark. This is freeware scenery from flightsim.to for this. I don't think there's much to it though, because it's only 42 kilobytes. Turn on alpha here, and I have all my 2020 scenery in there except for the stuff that I don't think works with 2024. We're on alpha right now. God, so much better now. Just everything. It takes a while to set everything up and get the kinks out, but we have a tailwind, so. Look at that graphics. And the trees are way better, except for the melting trees right over there. But the ground dynamics are way better. I will give you that. Like, it feels like more of a real aircraft. And might I add, when you do aerodynamic braking, it typically acts like the real aircraft. It doesn't have the nose go up and slam the front wheel over and over again until it slows down enough. So, I guess Service Day Update 3, you get to download some stuff. So, I might check that out off stream and see what that's all about. But I've been pretty happy as of late with this Service Update 2. It did fix a lot of things. And I think it's flyable. I think if you're going to get in to 2024, it might be time to start now. You know, I wish they would give everyone a discount though for waiting so long. And that's with a man that's already bought it at full purchase price. Like, it might be time for you. We're still using the frame gen mod and everything too. So, all right, we gotta slow down here because we're gonna cross 2-3. There should be a whole short line if they got the scenery right. Look to be clear on the left. We've got Delta Airlines over there. Clear on the right. And I have no clue how it looks like with VATS and multiplayer in this, but I guess we'll see in a way. I think it's kind of like 2020. It's clear on the left, clear on the right. Oh, that guy had the perfect settings. I'm talking about Sim Hanger. He had awesome settings on this. Okay. Lake City traffic, Arrow 3, Echo Foxtrot, crossing runway 23 at Alpha on the ground, Lake City. I'm gonna go right across. If there is a right across, it doesn't look like there is right now. It's supposed to be like right across the Alpha. Right? It's a little weird. It's supposed to be a taxiway like right in front of me. So I guess we're gonna go this way. Or maybe not. That looks like a taxiway. I guess we'll take that. That's we're going the wrong way. Alright. Yikes. Really, I'm not that rusty. But there was supposed to be an Alpha Run taxiway right ahead of us, so I guess it's this one. Okay. It was supposed to continue on in a straight line, according to that diagram. You can see it. But misses runway 28, so I guess we're gonna have to back taxi. Lake City traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, back taxi runway 28, Lake City. Alright, I am gonna try to do a run up somewhere. Is that Alpha? No, it's not Alpha. Alpha is supposed to have even like a run up area. Alright, I'm confused. These are the newest charts, so maybe it changed in a matter of months, but let's do our run up here. Again, sorry, allergies are bad. Alright, run up. Brakes are set. Fuel, parking brakes on. Tow guide tracker off. Okay. Fuel to the proper tank. We are full. We're on the left. We're going to stay on the left for now. Trim set for takeoff. Shift D goes to the right. Test the manual and now the electronic trim. And I've been messing with the sensitivity on that because I've been having problems with that in this, but see how that does. Flight controls. Free and correct. Instruments, turn coordinates in middle, no flag. Heading coordinates should be about 1-2 where it is. Vertical feels good. Altimeter's about 200 where it should be. Horizon's good. Airspeed is good. Enunciator lights. This button right here. They are working. Alternate air test and close. That's this thing right here. Mixture best power. We're at 200, so we're gonna leave it all the way up. All right, we're gonna go to 2,000 RPMs. Here we go. I'm gonna take off this yoke for a second. And also go to the left a little bit. Here we go. Right about there. Test the mags. Right mag. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Gonna cycle the prop. RPMs go down. RPMs go up. And then pressure goes down. Oil pressure goes up. And one last check to make sure no oil spurts onto the windshield, except we have a leak. And then we are good. All right, I'm gonna set this thing for 157 while we're here. And if the autopilot gets wonky, just know it's almost like it's a little punch drunk at times. So they have to fix that. I took a video of that last night. I have to send it to Just Flight, but it seems like they will support their products like they did before. Vacuum is good. Amps are charging slightly. Fuel pressure is good. Okay, oil pressure, oil temperature in the green. We're gonna idle. And back to 1,000. All right, if there's a problem, take a full mechanical issue. Otherwise, there's enough available runway ahead of us. We'll abort, take off, land directly on the runway. If we are under, let's say, let's just go for 1,000. If we're under 1,000 feet, there's a problem, mechanical emergency. Otherwise, we will take a turn to the left and land down on the wait, no, land directly here. No one 30 degree turns, best glide speed. This is 79. I did test that off stream. I got my best glide in there. If we're above 1,000 feet, this pump can't go edgewise. We'll take a turn to the left, land down on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed 79. We rotate at 70, climb at 90, and we track the gear when there's no more available runway for us to land on. Did everyone get that? I hope so. Okay. So, anyways, I'm gonna depart runway 28. I'm gonna turn off the tablet. You're gonna enjoy the scenery, and I'm gonna call it. So here we go. Lake City traffic, Arrow 3 Echo, Foxtrot, departing runway 28, departure to the southeast, Lake City. And our altitude for today is going to be 4,500 feet. But I can't really use my SciTech multi-panel anymore for the autopilot, so, okay, tour guide tracker on. Oh, look at that. Best it's ever been in 2024. And you can see that windsock is saying about 270, so that's good. Sorry about the allergies. That reflection in the glass there. See the runway. That's awesome. And the trees, other than that little blobs that you got there, look awesome as well. My aircraft does want to tip over. I turn around. Right in the middle. Wheels on the floor. And here we go, full throttle. Birds. We got birds. And rotate. That's kind of like the Piper, just takes a little bit. Just keep it back there. Trim up. We're gonna climb at 90, but again, our gear is not up yet because we're making sure we have no available runway ahead of us, because that way we can't make an emergency landing. You don't want to worry about the gear when you're doing that. So, trim it up. Gear up. Yes, I am. And how are you, Kamikaze? I'm doing good. Actually got to stream for once, my busiest month of my job. So, all right. You know, I forgot to check if this is left or right pattern, but it's right pattern. Cool. Enjoy. I love it. I love it when I fly the Arrow too. It's a very stable aircraft. Trim it up. Sometimes I wonder if the electronic trim is actually working in this thing, because it doesn't seem to me, even though it worked out when it didn't run up. But we shall see. Alright, we're going to take a turn to the right. Clear on the right. This is 2024, everybody. Excited. Excited that we're doing this. There. Clouds are definitely better. The sky is better. The trees are better. I think the photogrammetry is a little bit better. Yeah! Yeah, that's the last thing I did in real world flying is my complex. So enjoy. It's awesome. I think it's awesome. I'm glad I got my complex so I can fly. What it opened up for me when I do want to go back to real world flying after buying solar panels instead for my house, installed by me. But anyways, yeah, I didn't like hire anyone to do it. But all right, let's get back on track here. Let me do that and I'll talk to you. All right, you ready? I'm gonna try the autopilot now. And this is the wonky thing, so I'm gonna have to see if this works. Here we go. Autopilot on. Nav. And then heading. For some reason, that seems to be the only way that it works. And then I'm in control of height still. Notice that it's not going up or down. So I'm going to set that off. There you go. That's what I was saying. There's a little button right here on the Piper. That's your altitude hold shortcut. In real life, on this autopilot, you would have to trim it out for yourself. So we'll see. The alternate. Yeah, the altitude hold is not where it should be. Okay, kick this back to 25, 50. Yeah, no, you'll be fine. I flew the Warrior before, so it's a bigger Warrior in a way, with more horsepower and stuff. But yeah, you'll get there. It's really wonky also. Oh, I'm glad that it's authentic then. Because this is working as of now. I'm making it look really good, but the autopilot, we have kind of problems with it in 2024. Sometimes it will just start going to the left and start angling over, and it turns off the autopilot, and you have to be there to control it. But hey, thanks to Otto, the autopilot either way. So there you go. Shout out to Otto.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Trim up. Let's go. Trim up.
I'll go back
Yeah,
to the passengers.
you would have to trim it in real life because they don't have an altitude hold. But yeah. Yeah. It is all good. This actually, when you trim the mixture out, or lean out the mixture, it goes a long way. Even in real life, it's more than what I'm used to. So, excuse me while I sneeze. Again, I apologize now for my allergies. They've been really bad. Alright, so our first waypoint, which is halfway through. It's about 38 minutes out. And if anything, this is kind of like a test for FS 2024 and everything. But let's take a look outside. Pretty good. We're still using Google Map enhancement, by the way. That would be Lake City right below us. The FBO being over there. Yeah, pretty smooth. We got a lot of things fixed. Service update too. I'm excited. Uh-oh. Depends on where you are. In Plymouth, we're like near sea level. So, we don't have to lean it. I mean, it's only 150 feet MSL. But you can if you want to. It depends on your altitude. Like, we just left from 200 feet MSL. So you could lean it. It's not going to lean much, but all aircraft are naturally a little bit more rich than what they have to be. And they do that to make sure that you're good. But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that. All of this being streamed in to the simulator. It does cut down on the startup times, though. I'll give you that too. And that's fine. It probably also saves the mags a little bit. So, yeah. Typically, when we fly out of Plymouth, it's 150 MSL. We'll get up to about 3,000, then we start leaning. But they don't really typically do that. Now, if I own the aircraft, would I lean? I would definitely think about it because I want to save those mags. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not an improper procedure. Yeah, I was watching this autopilot because I'm a little suspect. In my test flights before, I kind of had things going on a little bit weird. All right, kick take that back to 2,500 RPM. Just keep this. As you rise, the manifold pressure is going to fall, because that's what happens as you go up. Left. Exactly. Yep. Get best power in mags. Yep. There's nothing wrong with it. Typically, the power, it wouldn't count for much at, like, you know, 500, even up to maybe 1,000. But I get why they do it. Yep. It does save on the mags. Stay from falling. But yeah, you should definitely get the Arrow 3 if you're into flight simming, if you're going to fly an Arrow. It saved me a lot of time on getting comfortable with everything when I did my complex. Alright, here we go. We're going to try this and hopefully it holds, because this is where it sometimes gets a little wonky. Oh, good. Well, that's the best type of play, because you know it survives. Oh boy, that's the allergies talking. I'm gonna hit the secret button. It's gonna hold the altitude, hopefully. Here we go. Ready? Go. It says for set to 4,500 on my side tech multi-panel. Let's see if it holds. But now that I think of it, I was supposed to be an odd level. Oh, shite. Alright, let's go up to 5,500 because I'm an idiot. Wow. Not too smart today. It's my allergies. My head feels like a mushroom once in a while with all the sinuses. Alright, we're climbing to 5,500 because, you know, that's the altitude you should be at. Look at those beautiful graphics. I mean, they are comparable to 2020 if you have tons of add-ons, but the clouds are definitely better. Ray tracing makes it better, graphics-wise. And, yeah, it didn't take much to get my livery transferred over, so. Yeah. Well, that's why you look at those 3 green lights like all the time and you make sure the lights aren't out, right? Yeah, that was a big concern every single time I landed in that thing. And it made sense because if you have those wheels up, forget it. Look at those clouds. This is no graphical add-ons except for Google Maps enhancement here, so. But yeah, you double and triple check those 3 green lights. And you make sure you felt those wheels go down. One part I liked is when he showed me how to put down the wheels when the electronics didn't work. That would be that little switch that I'm not gonna do it now, but this one right here, it's cool to push that and have them go down. What they'll typically do is disconnect the fuse over here and then they'll make you do that, but I thought that was cool. I think that's awesome. I also love feeling like the wheels go boom 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 boom. I don't know, it's just a rush. I don't know. But I do plan on flying the Arrow 2 probably in June. Taking it a little easy this month because like I said, I just installed solar panels by myself in my house. And they are saving me money over time. It's going to take me a couple years to recoup, but it's going to end up good. In the Northeast here we have high energy rates, so. But yeah, if you fly this all the time in the simulator, it's going to get used to everything. I don't have my instrument. I got halfway through it, and then I kind of had to stop because of family time commitments. So, and also money to family requirements because my flight funds had to go towards the family for a little bit. Not that we're in dire straits, but it was needed at that time. So, but yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, it definitely made me a better pilot already. Yeah. But I'll get it eventually. I don't fly enough in real life right now to really justify doing a lot more than complex. But the instrument would be the next training I would get. But I want to go fly for some fun. The kids are older now, so like baseball takes up like 4 days out of the whole week and stuff, so it's a little harder to get out there and fly. Which is why I did the private when I did it, because they were younger and I knew that that'd be the time to do it and not wait till I'm like 65. You know? They say that's one of the hardest writtens, but it makes sense because it goes over a lot. But from my experience so far, having the instrument training makes you a better pilot overall. Alright, let's see the altitude hold here. Click. It says 5,500. Let's see if it holds. It does. No, it's holding. Okay, good. It's a little wonky. So there you go. Alright, anyways, look at Volante here. Looks like it's holding together so far. Took a right turn out for the right pattern. We're direct to. I'm gonna go a little bit to the more to the west here to get around there. Just Flight, yeah, the Coronado's not as good if you ask me. Just Flight has the only one that's 2024 native too, I believe. I'm not sure, but I gave up on the Coronado one a long time ago. I like the Just Flight one better. And I bought it as that package there, so you got the Piper 4, the Piper Arrow 3 turbo, and the Piper Arrow 3. This is the Piper Arrow 3. Does it? Okay. Yeah, not much. Coronado's not bad, but they're not known for the best flight dynamics. I have to agree with that. However, I do have the Piper Archer, because that's another aircraft that I can fly at the flight school. I haven't flown that in a long time. But at the flight school, I can now fly every single aircraft they have except for the Citabria. So it's like, it's awesome. And the reason why I get the complex endorsement, all the training flights are typically on the 172s, 152s, and Warriors, and the Archer. And then this you need complex endorsement for. So this one's available more of the time. So I have the Warrior also. Yep. Yep. I'm going to be updating the graphics for this. It did kind of work before, but now that they have a native 2024 version, I'm going to do the same thing I did on this one. So, yep. The Archer is pretty nice for Coronado, but it's the only Archer available. So, you have to hand fly it. There's no autopilot. Very real life for me, because we don't have autopilots. Well, we have an autopilot in the Archer, but it doesn't really work that well. And I don't think the Arrow has an autopilot. Alright, we are coming up on Gainesville, Florida. Flying over Gainesville Regional, which is out there. Oh, that's awesome. I thought about doing the tail wheel later, but I like to do the instrument. And then the goal, and this is over a series of years because I'm not a career pilot or anything, but I was going to get my instrument eventually, probably within the next 2 years. That's the time frame. And then I'm going to fly for fun again. And then I want to go into the Cirrus SR22 for the high performance endorsement. And then fly for more fun again. And then, if I feel like it, I'll do the Citabria tail wheel if it's still at the flight school, which it should be. I take great pride in that, so. I gotcha. Yep. Hey, it doesn't hurt to get everything. You only live once, you know what I'm saying? But the tail wheel endorsement is like the last thing I would ever think of out of those things. So. Flight instructor, I'll think about it, but I don't know. You know, I'm already a teacher, so I already know how to make lesson plans and everything. That's what my instructor said, because he actually taught with me in the high school I work at. But like, it'd be a natural transition for me in a way, just getting all the information down to the knowledge. So, but yeah, Cub is a pilot's plane. We have a couple flying the Plymouth here and there. They're always on short final. Good. So let's see my frame rate in 2024. Mind you, I have like a crap load of scenery installed, so 56 with 60. So again, I really don't have any issues with this. There you go. Yep. And if that's your passion, that's what you do. So I've had 2 of my students from high school go to at least do their private pilot. One I lost contact with. I don't know what they're doing. The second one was just going for their private last time they talked to me over email. So I don't know. I like to think I influenced some, but flying's a lot like performing in music. So yep, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that your health stays good, because that's the only reason why I would not become a commercial pilot. Because my genetics are terrible in my family, which is why I did the private when I did, younger. So, but I'm already on basic med. I don't feel like putting up with anything I don't need to do. But you can flight instruct on basic med still, so that's why flight instruction might be in the future, but I'm not even thinking about it right now. All right, let's get an updated pressure setting here. Let's see if they have weather here at Gainesville. ATIS 127.15, and that's another issue in 2024, is that not all the stations are programmed in. There's something wrong with it. Let's see if they got Gainesville. Com 2, it's on. I'm monitoring. All right. Let's see if I could do it in this. Oh, I should also be on that side of comms. There we go. Nope. Unless you have to go through the airports list, Gainesville. Nope, doesn't have weather, see? So that would be a problem. Microsoft, please fix that. If you look at SkyVector, it says 2309 gusting 16. Altimeter 299er. So let's do that. Right about there. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Nice job. I think it's a worthwhile career. It's just that I've heard of some pilots, I'm not saying a lot, that when their health goes down and they can't fly anymore, so you gotta have that, I don't want to say backup, but you gotta be smart about your finances and have a plan B in case it ever happens. What's up, Azevedo? Thanks for being the top person on my Discord. Nice to see you again too. Dude, you're making me motivated to want to do this. Excuse me. It's just allergies. I got it pretty bad. But nice to see you again. Yep. Well, you want to do that. You want to get your first class medical to make sure that you're good. But you want to make sure you stay healthy and do that stuff. No, it's just allergies. I've already done the COVID test and everything. And the flu test. I actually accidentally used one of my wife's really expensive COVID tests with the flus on it. So I'm clear, it's just allergies. We have a lot of pollen up here in the Northeast. When I cut the grass, it got pretty bad, so. Gainesville is still loading here. That's Gainesville, Florida. To our left is the downtown. That'd be this way, below. Actually, the right, excuse me. Downtown Gainesville over here. And again, we are on Microsoft Flight Simulator East Server, but we're in 2024. We've made the transition. It's been pretty good. It's been busy. I had my band concerts in one night. I have to do all my bands in one night. And then we had the band banquet the week before that. So that's why I've been gone for so long, because I've had to plan for all that stuff. And then hasn't been the best year outside of teaching in the schools. So I'm hoping that will end up well. But yeah, busy. And it's we also went to amusement park with the band for a band festival, Six Flags New England. So as we fly over Newman Lake here, the water reflection is supposed to be better. We're up at 5,500 feet. So thank you, appreciate that. I'm gonna be fine. It's just getting through everything. So it's not like deep and dark, because I already have claimed victory over the problem. It's just a matter of getting through it still. It's not even a problem anymore. It's just getting through it in my mind. So cool, awesome. Well, thank you for joining the Discord. Appreciate it. Yep. But as you get older, you just learn that life goes on anyways. And of course, I forgot to drink. I have a little bit of coffee left though. But yeah. All right. Well, let me know. Let me know if you post them on the Discord. By the way, I do have to do some promotion here. So let me do this, because you may or may not know this, but for the past 4 years, I've always had a flight sim marathon to raise money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. I'm going to be biking 150 miles in September. And so I want to, where is it? Marathon promo. Here we go. Just to let you know, we will be doing another one, the 5th annual Flight Sim Marathon. We're going to be doing the Ultimate American Canadian Flight Trip. And it's going to take place on 2 marathons. We're doing the 2 marathon thing again. Saturday, July 26th, we're going to be flying from British Columbia all the way across Canada. It's going to take a long time to Quebec City. And then the next week after that, after I've rested up a little bit, we're going to fly from Burlington, Vermont, all the way to Santa Monica, California. It's going to be an awesome event to raise money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund, again, through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge. If you're on my Discord, you can check it out. The briefing's there, and if you register for the event because you want to try to fly it, you can try to do that. But yeah, that's awesome, actually. Oshkosh. Wish I could make it out there someday. We raised $6,200 over the past marathons, so that's why I do it, because we do awesome. And if you want to find more out more about the Great Cycle Challenge, go to tinyurl.com//donatefly. That's my actual portal, but you can find out about the event, and that's where we'll be accepting the donations during the event, and even before if you wanted to. But if you do it during the event, it gets more exciting. So put that on your calendars. At least tune in. If not, participate. You can do one. You can do both. So whatever you want to do, but more flyers the better. We already have Dewicki Design, by the way. I have to update this graphic. Dewicki Design is going to donate some sceneries to people that fly it like a marathon. And I'm seeing about possibly getting some gifts to raffle for people who make donations. So hope to see you there July 26th and August 2nd, both Saturdays. We start at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a good time. So, but we're going to be working on that promo video pretty soon. I got to get out in the Aero too, though. So I usually take some like real life video of me flying and stuff and put it in the promo video. So we'll have to see. Alright, we're coming up on Woods and Lakes Airpark, which is a private airpark, but that's to keep me out of the restricted airspace. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So you can see that we're almost over Lake Lusa. Sorry, I thought that was a G. And then we're trying to stay out of that military operation area and the restricted airspace. And then we're going to have to get some Bravo transition through Orlando. So, I don't know if Miami's in control of that. Oh, hello. That was weird. I got my camera going on. What was that all about? Extreme close-up on my desk. Sorry, I had some stuff on there. But it's all good. And Miami Center is still on. Orlando's not being controlled, but I'll still check in with them just to make sure. Because I want to make sure that they're good through the Bravo transition. And then we'll go from there. Good? It's good. Okay. You know what I never did? I never turned on my RPMs, and I probably didn't turn off. Oh, I did turn off the fuel pump. Because I didn't turn it on in the first place. That's a bad thing. But that's terrible. But, alright, we're looking good there. We're going to lean up the mixture. All this stuff going on. I didn't do any of this stuff. Very good. How's the fuel tank holding up? We're on the left. Now switch to the right. Fuel pump on. Switches to the right. Even off for a little bit. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure still holding. Now double check everything. Suction's good. Alternators good. Fuel's looking good. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure, oil temperature good. And everything is hunky dory. We never switched back to guard either. So let's do that. Alright, we'll take a look at them in a second. We are back at guard. You're on guard, Whip. Let's look at these pictures. Feel free to post your sim pictures and videos in the where is it? Simming Pics Vids discussion. But oh, those are pretty. And of course, we had those liveries from before with Arm and Addict. But JT, is this 2024 or is this 2020? That looks good. I'm gonna say it looks yummy just because I want to say it. It looks yummy. I might be doing 2024 a lot more now that they fixed a lot of things. That looks good. I gotta make a livery for the PMDG 737-800 though. I want to make an Eric Flight livery. Delectable, yummy, delicioso. Just saying.
Excellent!
Nice. Very nice. Good graphics. Yep. But I don't know. I'm gonna try flying that 737 pretty soon. I feel a lot better about it. Yeah. It's getting that way here in the Northeast too. Like it was cloudy and overcast, a little bit of rain, but now it's like the humidity's up. I have the air conditioner ready to go in the window. It's not there yet. But I'm gonna hold off on Central AC fixing it. We have a leak in it. We've had a leak in it the past 3 summers and I had them patch it up. But like it's always unpatching because you know we don't run the air conditioner during the winter here, and so it kind of counts on that to keep going here. So we just switched the window air conditioners last year, and then when I get more money put together, we'll probably upgrade our whole AC because they have a new refrigerator on the market as of January. So I didn't want to just like fix it up and then as the supplies of the old refrigerator goes down, you know. Yeah, have you tried the PMDG one, which is wicked expensive but awesome? I'm using the Ryanair standard operating procedures there for that stuff. Did you just post more pictures? No, you didn't. Okay. Awesome. And thank you to Kamikaze Mad Max for joining the Discord. Appreciate it, sir. Oh, you did. Okay. Alright, we got more. We ready? Kamikaze now. Oh, these are real world pictures. Alright. Good. You put in real world flying pics. Alright. Is this the arrow? Very nice. Kinda looks like Connecticut out here. Yep. Power plant. Oh, is that the 140? I've never been in a 140. We have the Warrior too, so that's a what? Is that a 150? I think it's a 150. But nice. Very cool. Yeah, I know, but it kind of reminds me of the Connecticut River Valley up here. We got more. Really nice. Alright. Yeah, it does look like a Cherokee 140 now. It's got the Hershey bar wings, am I right? Nice sunset. Is the arrow? Alright, I'm getting confused, but I get confused with Piper all the time, to be honest with you. I know that the last thing is a designation of the horsepower. Alright, I got you. Oh, the last pick. I got you. I got you. Alright, we'll take a look at it. Nice sunset, huh? I love flying at night. I miss flying at night. I haven't done that forever. You got a little mist there. A little rain, maybe. Yeah. I love flying at night too. It's a little more dangerous, but alright, I'm gonna go this set of pictures. I think this is the next set. Yeah. Not a lot of people fly the sim at night, but I do occasionally in stream. Probably because you can't see much there, but look at this. Isn't that beautiful? What city is that? So I'll make sure I got my waypoint here. Okay. Pine Bluff. Awesome. Yeah. Must have been. Look at the look. You got a little vary. You got like the clouds, but it's wicked clear down here. That's nice. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go for the last set here. I think it's these. Oh, that's alright. No, you're fine. They look great. I mean, I'm not blowing them up full size either, but yeah. First thing's flying anyways. I have a Samsung S24 Ultra, but I always leave my if I'm setting up to really get a lot of filming and stuff, I set up the GoPros in there, and then I bring out the cell phone to take little things. But I've been posting YouTube shorts lately of old flights on my YouTube, and I've gotten like 4,000 views already, so people seem to like them. The iPhone's your flight phone, probably because you have a backup of what you would call that there. I want to say FlightAware, but I'm not sure if that's a software. I'm just using my Android tablet. I'm just not an Apple guy, and I understand. ForFlight, thank you. Yeah, but I use a Vero, which is free, and it's not all with the bells and whistles of ForFlight, but it's free and it works for me because I don't fly enough in real life to really do that. But seeing that you're becoming a commercial pilot and stuff, that's probably the way to go. All right, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry, it's just the allergies. I'll be right back. Otto, take control of the plane. Be right back. Man, I had everything going on there. First, I pushed the escape button by accident. Then the Amazon Alexa on my desk went like going to this random video. But now we're back. Cheers to everyone out there. Got a little coffee in the afternoon to stay awake here. All right. Exactly. I got you. Yep. I agree with you. Do they accept what you would call it? Garmin? Excuse me. Because Garmin's kind of like the one that most people use on Android. Which is okay. I had a test version with my watch here. This is an older Garmin watch though. Again, it works for me. Alright, I'm interested in seeing if this will actually go direct to Vero Beach after. Just to show you where we are. We're right outside Woods and Lakes Airport. Again, staying out of the restricted airspace. And we're going to go over Orlando. I don't know if we'll see Disney or anything, but we'll see. It seems to be maneuvering the winds at least. Yeah, I gotcha. No, 4Flight's definitely the best electronic flight bag out there. I will say that. And if I was going for a career pilot, I'd probably want that, you know. Back in the day, the school I worked for gave us, this is like 2012, they gave us iPad 2s. And like, I felt bad because I hardly used the thing. Like, I tried taking a course on it to use it in class, but like, no one really used it. And then they just kind of phased out in school. Like, they didn't use it. They all have Chromebooks now. So, yeah, well, they could. Jefferson charts are a little different. But again, when you take your instrument, you're going to study both the FAA and the Jefferson charts. They're not different in the information. It's just the layout, you know. Something else I'd have to look at. I like that the usernames are smaller now, because before they were huge. So they're not like distracting. Alright, let's see if it takes this little left turn. I'm a little skeptical about the autopilot, so let's see what happens. I can't use my SciTech autopilot panel, let's put it that way. I have to use everything here to make this work. I do appreciate you coming out. Sorry about my allergies and coughing. It's pretty bad today. Those are nice pictures, both of you guys. Appreciate that. Makes me want to get back in real life here. And I could take a flight now, but I'm just going to get through all this stuff in school first. And then fly in June. I want to hit Martha's Vineyard again to do the bike, but I have to ask my flight school if I can rent it for more than the 3 hours that they allow you to book it for. So, which I probably will be able to, but just have to contact them and get special permission. Oh, wait, you got more pictures up there? Is that what you're saying? Alright, gotta look at this autopilot for a second. Looks like it's turning to the right way. I should probably set this to 145. As a backup. Track 145. All the way. There we go. Alright, to our left is all that restricted airspace there. I have no clue what's out there. It's obviously air training. Oh my god, we got a Maddie on board. Hello, how are you? I love that I have to touch your head to make your face show up. Hi. What? You touch my head, but it's focusing on me. I have to touch you to make your face show up. Okay. So I'm gonna fly this, and then we'll get some dinner after. How's that? Is that cool? Alright, sorry about that. I thought we had something major there. Maddie wants to make a bowling alley, so she's asking me if it's okay to use some plastic bottles as bowling pins. Good luck with that. Okay. Alright, crisis averted. There you go. Alright, I got it. It's just a DC air show. We can go back to the cockpit so we have less ambient noise here. Oh, that was nice. Oh, formation flying World War II planes. That's a... Is that a Mustang? I have no clue what that is. It's California. Oh, this is at... Are these your picture? P-51 Mustang. Yeah. Is this a C-130? I could be wrong on that. I'm going by what I think it is. F-16. Very nice. I don't even know if we have the air show in Kwanzaa anymore in Rhode Island. But I remember you're from California. I got it. I was thinking about the chat that was happening before when we said DC. So. Yep. Alright, cool. And then, alright, so we got all those pictures. Just checking. Make sure I got them all. Now, I'm going to go on a thing here. I'm not trying to put out exactly where you live, but you're around Sacramento, if I remember. I could be wrong on that. But I do try to remember things. So, we're direct to Vero Beach now, and I'm going to have to pay attention a little bit in the near future. Let's get Miami Center on here, 132.2. And be ready to go. Yeah, see? I'm just telling you, I do pay attention. I do try. 2024. Cannot believe it works this well. As of now. I just want to say as of now so there's no problem almost. So. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to Miami Center pretty soon. Because here's the deal. I'm going to enter it just for a little bit. And let's make sure that it's still on over here. No, I'm still connected. No, I'm not connected to that sim. It disconnected me. I don't know why it disconnected me, but...
Flight 1667, Jacksonville Center now 135.902. Over to Jacksonville Center.
Oh, Jacksonville Center's on 135.925. We should probably go to there. Alright, let me do that. Ugh. I didn't know they came on because it disconnected me. I think Jacksonville Center just came on though.
With you at 12000.
Alright, let me check in here. Gotta think about this stuff. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect me again. I don't know why it did. Jacksonville Center, November 513 Echo Foxtrot.
November 513 Echo Foxtrot, Jacksonville.
Arrow, 3 Echo Foxtrot. We're about 5 nautical miles northwest of X-Ray 23, 5,500 VFR, direct to Vero Beach, requesting flight following and a Bravo transition through the Orlando airspace if possible.
And what's the aircraft type again? Sorry, I missed it.
Papa 28 Romeo, Arrow.
Papa 3 Echo Foxtrot, Jacksonville Center, maintain VFR squawk 2743.
2743 and maintain VFR 3 Echo Foxtrot.
Southwest 709, Jacksonville.
I'm going to have to request that transition again.
W2024 RNAV to Ville engine, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the wrong figure on those Zulu. It's, give me 1 second.
Alright.
Yeah, RNAV to go home, right? Correction. RNAV to,
right.
Yeah, Ville engine, runway 18. I'm sorry, RNAV to Cape, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. Sorry about that.
Two.
And we'll get it right one of these days.
Alright, I'm going to ask her for the transition still. So, here we go. Jacksonville Center, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot requesting the Bravo transition to the Orlando airspace.
13 Foxtrot, radar contact about, we'll call it 8 miles northeast of Leesburg Airport. The Orlando altimeter is 29908. I actually need you I tell you what, you're cleared into the Orlando class Bravo airspace directly over the top of MCO if you're able.
All right, cleared to the Bravo directly over Orlando. Kilo Mike Charlie Oscar 3 Echo Foxtrot. All right, so if we're gonna do that, let's do this then. He doesn't want me to interact with any aircraft coming in. That's what it is. So, there we go. Now, let's hope the autopilot works out. Because it's been working out the whole flight. So, seems like it's working. And VATSIM seems to be staying connected now. I don't know why it kept kicking me off. Regardless, we are good to go. Excuse me. That's the plan. Go. Well, everything seems to be working. Yay! Flight Sim Expo coming up in Providence, right near where I live, 30 minutes out from where I live.
Center, good day. Mini Air 9084 is at
So if you're
level
going to Flight Sim Expo,
350.
I'll see you there.
Mini Air 9084, contact the Miami Center on 132.2.
Flip it to 132.2, Mini Air 9084.
But I am enjoying my experience in 2024 thus far. It may not be perfecto, but it is working. So. Orlando coming up. Lake Oak.
Number 420 Delta Juliet Jacksonville Center, call and maintain level 430.
Not Lake Oak. I thought it was. It's not. Oh, you see my moving chart.
Jacksonville Center,
Apopka.
Delta 6713 Orlando, ready pushback
It is
start.
now, because it actually works. Excuse me.
Standby. So 6713, push your discretion.
It really wasn't stable for me until
Alpha, and you can expect 181.
the service update 2 betas. Now that
Roger, I'll
Just Flight
copy
made
the
a date
ATIS.
of 2024
And
here. This is
when
awesome.
I'm ready to taxi, Delta
So,
6713.
let me turn this
Definitely
VATSIM down a little bit.
2024,
Sounds
that's
a
the altitude,
little
call
loud.
maintain level 350. Correction, call maintain 14000.
There we go. I don't know if that turned it down or not, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. This is like the first flight where I've like not been scared for my life about will it crash or not. It does have a couple glitches with the sound, as you can hear. Maybe not here, but other than that, that's pretty good.
JetBlue 2024 is the altitude passing. Okay, JetBlue 2024, thanks. For now,
The frame
maintain
gen works really well with it too.
24.
So, all right, I'm gonna turn off the tab for a while. Enjoy the scenery as we're getting into. We are in the
And
Bravo.
JetBlue 2024, just to let you know, the other aircraft in Orlando did call. I'm having normal
Excuse me.
conversations with them down there, just on your end. For just to let you know.
Orlando here, Apopka,
JetBlue 2024.
X-Ray
turn left
04
heading
down
to
there. That's downtown Orlando coming up. But I manually edited the user config file for a longer level of detail because I was doing pretty good on frames. So I made it try to load more scenery ahead of me because I felt that in 2024 it's being a little too aggressive with the frame rates. But it looks really good right now. You know what I mean? And again, a bug that they're gonna fix with Just Flight is I have the turn the nav lights on and the strobe and the landing light. The landing light works during the day, but nothing else does right now. See, that should be lit up right now, and it's not. Now, when it gets to nighttime, it does. See, even the beacon's not turning on. They said they would be fixing it, so. Yeah, I like frame gen. It does have artifacts. Like if I turn,
5,000 for 7,000.
see it's jittery with names and stuff, but I wouldn't fly without it.
Looks like you got it.
If your frames dip down very low though, then you got a problem. Because then it's going to start doing like stuttering stuff. But we're flying directly over Orlando, and then we'll be going to Vero Beach after. Even though that says going to Vero Beach, we're going to Miami.
Clear direct Gurk.
What if that shows up at all?
Director,
Nope.
Clement, maintain 14,000, JetBlue
So
2024.
we can go to Vero Beach right after. I like frame gen a lot, and I have it on a 3090. So God only knows what it's like on a 5090. But some people said they had problems with their 5090.
November
So
38 Romeo, contact bombing center on 133.
I know that call sign. That's Rob Marchinik, everyone.
4.
Yep, that's him. That's Virtual Safe Flying Club members coming into this event to Vero Beach. Yep. That frame gen, I'll tell you, it works good on the 3000 series still. Do you like your 4080? Because it has native frame gen in it, so you don't even need a frame gen mod. I figured I'd get a 5090 eventually, but again, I'd rather fly in real life for a little bit now. I did the solar panels on my house, just on the top of the front porch, and that was my big investment of the year. So now I'm gonna go back to just flying.
Jacksonville Center, November 40 Papa, Quebec Papa.
Downtown Orlando out there. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, Kamikaze. It's life decisions. Yep. Excuse me. Lake Apopka on our right.
Cactus 643, Jacksonville Center on it.
Trees look a lot better in 2024.
Jacksonville Center, November 40 Papa, Quebec
The sky
Papa.
looks better. The clouds look better. I got rid of all the city add-ons.
Airport as filed after departure. Maintain 3000. Expect flippable.
Oh, I see. Yep. Well, if you're gonna do that, go for like 1,000 to 1,200. So that way, when you upgrade, you're fine. I have a 1,000 watt power supply in my thing, but this thing sucks down power. Basically, my solar panels are probably powering this, and that's about it.
22010, altimeter 2987. I can give you 19 or 28, just let me know which one you want when you're ready to tack.
Anything to cut down on it, but I feel like the photogrammetry is getting better too. So I took out all the freeware cities Google add-ons I had because I didn't think they were worth it anymore.
And there was another aircraft needing my attention. Who was it? There was another general aviation aircraft that called with their call sign. I missed the call sign. Who is it?
November 40 Papa, Quebec.
Orlando. I want to make sure I go directly.
40 Papa,
so.
Quebec Papa.
Paper.
Suspended the flight
How can I
plan,
help you, sir?
which is fine.
Papa, Quebec Papa is at Kissimmee.
Oh, that
For
sucks.
VFR flight following down to Lake.
I gotcha. 1,000 should get you through mostly everything. Just future proofing. So, on my porch, I have my old laptop. Because we watch movies on it with a projector on my screen in porch. And I went to go fire it up the other day, and the power supply kind of went on it, like it powers up, but then you plug it into the laptop, and it turns off the power supply. So I have a new one coming in either today or tomorrow, but it's an old laptop, so it wasn't worth investing a lot of money in it. And I probably won't leave it on the porch during the winter ever again, because I think that's what did it. So
I do that.
I have to still make sure it's connected to that sim there, because it's had a couple issues today. We're good. That's Miami. I mean, sorry, Orlando out there.
Papa, Quebec, Papa, maintain
And what
VFR
scenery do I have installed for
2000.
that? This should get a little
35.9 or
taxi
2,
to gate,
7,
which I
7,
did not
5, 3.
install on Orlando. I thought I did. That sucks. Alright, so it's gonna be default. I guess I have to go to my presets and turn that on.
Departure 13592 7753.
Again, sorry, I'm trying to get all my scenery in order for 2024.
For Papa, Quebec Papa.
For Papa, Quebec, Papa, read back correct.
Don't tell me I have to go through all my scenery, because that's gonna suck.
Runway 15 advised, ready to taxi.
Alright, save now for the next time. But downtown Orlando, right down there. Take a look outside. Sorry about the sound glitches. That's the only bad thing I've had in 2024 today. But yeah, it's loading.
Looking for flight following.
Sleek 619, Jacksonville Center, runway 26, back to the Hotel Bravo Charlie.
What's up? Walk around mode I think is interesting. Yeah, I had it with FS Realistic before and I liked it. But I have to get used to the controls on it. 13900K, yeah. I was looking into a 14900K for my next build, and also the 5090. But then I thought maybe I might be going AMD. But you like it? I like it a lot. I think it's definitely worth it. Again, FS Realistic kind of had that for 2000 if you had it, but it kind of got
133.4, good one,
glitchy on the last release. Like it won't like do it right. So I do like it. You see some streams of people like just walking around places.
Have a good day, sir.
That was kind of interesting.
The Grinch 5 arrival landing south, the wind of altimeter 29907.
What is that for the Grinch 5 landing south?
I'm gonna be handed off to Miami in the future here, so. But this is Orlando. Disney World would be that way. Probably not gonna see it from here.
Over 3 Delta Alpha, okay, runway 1, taxi via Bravo.
There you go. Sorry.
Allegiant 2684 cross bank, that maintains 10.
Amway Center, I believe it's called. This is Orlando FC, soccer team. I didn't know they would have their stadium right there, but they do. Downtown Orlando. This is that big fountain pond area thing there that's always in tourist pictures.
Sorry about that. When the first 187.
There you go. Downtown Orlando.
Yeah,
I take a
I thought
picture
they
of
were
that.
offline. I guess they're online now. Give Houston a call at 133.77.
As we make our way over Miami
It's
International.
really 25 cents. Actually, they just closed. You go to Unicom 122.8.
Now that I think of it, didn't they like update Miami? I mean, Orlando in the last update? So maybe that's why I took it out. Can't remember.
18 right, localized or track it inbound.
Excuse me.
40 Orlando International inside.
We do have it.
That they had a city update or something.
Roger, cross the Orlando Executive
Maybe that's why I
Airport
took it
at
out.
or above 2,500. Cleared visual approach.
United States City Update 10.
Check it out about South London. Reserve for the short first 100 red for 40.
It was Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, San Francisco, California, Honolulu, Hawaii. So I guess I should have installed it, but that's alright. It's not gonna look terrible, I don't think. There you go. Still looks like Orlando. It's not the taxi.
So center 40 Papa Quebec Pop and 30 tax.
A Pilot's Life 2, I have heard of it. I'm not really into those type of things where they have like, you know, rewards and stuff for flying. Just not me, but I get why people might like it, you know what I'm saying? Like I still haven't done career mode on this at all. I have really no inclination to do that, so, but yeah, I can see why people love it. Gives you rewards, gives you goals. My goal is just to keep practicing and flying places, so, yep, I can agree, I can understand that. Back in the virtual flying club days, well, not flying club, virtual airlines days in the early 2000s, late 90s, they had like a rewards program going on for Gateway Airlines where it's flying out of it, and I was like, I really don't care about virtual money to fly, but that was just me. Alright, as we fly over Orlando, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to blow my nose really fast so I can hear ATC, so I'll be right back.
Delta 6713, ready to taxi, contact Orlando Tower 124.3.
So it might not be payware, but it still looks like Orlando, you know? And I went to Disney last year, so I actually went to Orlando last summer. Lots of traffic down there, Delta Airlines over there. This is probably pumping in the real world traffic through Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't use FSLTL because it doesn't really, it's not fully supported in 2024, but they do a nice job here. United Airlines, Southwest. This is Orlando, yep, this is the default. Default Orlando in 2024. It doesn't look bad. For default, not bad at all. Alright, we're gonna have to go to Vero Beach. Change this to Vero Beach now.
VFR departure and maintains 2000.
Yep.
The departure frequency is 135.9.
Romeo Bravo, right?
And clock is 1646.5.
659 Tango, read back correct, runway 15, call for taxi, the Orlando area.
Okay, get back in the cockpit, make sure it stays there. Excuse me.
November 404, November 40 Papa, Quebec Papa, runway 15.
We got lots of traffic. Hey, look at this. Look at the ADSB here.
15
All that traffic.
Papa, Quebec Papa.
Crazy. Does it? Is that what it is? It's McCoy Air Force Base? Was it an Air Force Base before?
59 Tango, ready to taxi.
Could have been. Makes sense. Lake Tahoe was the last time I tried 2024 and it crashed. Wait, no, that might have been 2020.
Just give way to the Cessna 172.
I got you. That makes sense then. I got you.
We'll follow the.
Yeah, I never knew that either. I never understood why they made it MCO, but now it makes sense. All right. I don't know if we can see Disney. We probably can't, but it's out there somewhere. Actually, it's more at my back there. Yeah, there's no way a chance we're gonna see it. But tabletop Android might be out there. Could be wrong. Could be right. You may be right.
Legend 619, thanks. After departure, turn right heading 320, runway 26, clear for takeoff, wind 2604.
All right. Just because I haven't used this in a while, I'd like to have a little fun here.
Was there anybody else that needed anything from Jack Center?
I don't think so. I might need a channel change over to Miami Center for 3 Echo Foxtrot.
Yeah, I'll get that when the time comes, my friend.
Thank you.
It's not, in other words, you don't go to Miami at the border that you would normally see. You do the Atlantic trade kind of extends significantly further south. Tower 183 Delta Alpha.
That's
radar
awesome.
Contact, comma maintains level 410.
Yep, I can see that too. Some people that's like their life is to go to Disney, and I can see why too. But man, it's gotten way more expensive than it's ever been. We must have spent, and mind you, we have a Disney Rewards card, credit card. So like, I used all those points and everything, and it still cost us at least. And we're a family of 4, and we have my in-laws with us, and they always try to help pay for a little bit more than what they have to. But we must have spent a good, I'm gonna say about $4,000 on top of all the rewards points. The rewards points paid for our flight, so it's just expensive.
6,000, 16,000, the Orlando
And we didn't stay at like the Grand Floridian or anything like that either. I can only imagine how much it costs when you do that.
Pilot
Delta Airlines.
maintain 1600 there. My clip take off.
I got it.
Okay,
Makes
so the
sense.
aircraft
Well, they had the
I'm
long
talking to
runways
is
already
number
too.
344 Lima Kilo. Pilot discretion, maintain 16,000. The Orlando.
All right, we are 24.5 minutes out from Vero Beach. I'll get the ATIS in there. I doubt it's working, but maybe it will. Some are in 2024, some are not. And I never quite understood why they didn't make it go, but they need to like put that in there ASAP. Again, for people who play it like a game, it's not really like important that they know the weather. They just kind of go at it. But we have a little haze out there too. There's a power plant outside Orlando.
619, roger, radar contact, common maintain for now.
You see that Delta Airlines flight was over there, 2729. So I like that it exports that out as ADSB traffic, and you can see it.
Legion 619, clear direct Alma. Clear direct to Alma, Legion 619.
Yep. Well, still consider yourself lucky, you know, 'cause some people don't do it, but yeah. I gotcha. I can see why you would need a break too, but but it is like it's a world within itself. I'm a big Disney fan. I do like Disney. Just expensive. Yeah. And it brings back a lot of memories. So I went there as a kid in '87, '89. I think I went in '95 as part of a school trip. And I started going with my my wife and her family. 2012, 2014, 2018.
November Papa, Quebec Papa,
Uh-oh.
departure, turn right heading 270.
Uh-oh.
Click takeoff.
Come on now. No! Alright. Damn it. I crashed the desktop. Alright, well, we're gonna have to load up again. So, what appropriate song that is. So I guess that is the one crash at desktop we're gonna get. But we're gonna load up again. No, I got you. No, you do not. Yeah, that's a 2024 moment. Alright, I guess we're gonna load up at a non-towered airport. So let's look at this together. How about we take off from River Ranch Resort to Romeo. I'll be back. It's not gonna take as long because 2024 doesn't take as long to load up, but we're gonna go standby and we'll be right back. I guess that's just 2024 for you. But we'll be right back. Shut up a little bit, fill up the back pressure here. Okay, a little bit of throttle up, a little bit of throttle out, a little bit of throttle out.
Traffic, 66085 on 45 for left downwind, runway 31.
That wind doesn't take me for a loop at the end here. Got a little bit of left rudder in here. Alright.
So let me know when you turn base 31.
Almost out. It's out. It's out. It's out.
We're
gonna flare. We're floating. Not bad. Ah, we bounced it. We bounced it. We're alright. We're okay. Oh god, this thing's rumbling on my butt. Middle.
Traffic lands here, 49 Charlie Mike on 10 miles to the south, inbound runway 31.
I got you off to the left ahead. I'm getting a call from the FAA any second now. Any second. Steve, nice job. What the heck? Oh, did he wipe out? He looks like he's upside down, ladies and gentlemen. Steve is upside down. Wow. All right. The full flap should have come to 110, but we're going to try our best here. Slipping it. We're going to do this. It's going to be a little fast, but we'll see.
Just want to tell you both good luck. We're all
Thanks,
counting on
I'm
you.
about to die. No kidding. Way too fast. I'm still going to try to land this thing. Oh crap, that was hard. That was not easy, everyone. This wind is just killing me. But we did it! We did it! Oh my god! We did it. Woo! We made it, even though my photogrammetry is not working. Alright, we are down! Yeah, I made it happen. By the way, that would have been a go-around in the real world. Full rich on the mixture already. I forgot to tell you that, by the way. Okay. Throttle out. Got a wind from the left. We got ice. Okay. Not bad. That was a good landing. Sweet. Let's not crash going off the runway. Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we don't die in these trees. Let's go in the field. Let's go in the field. We're way too fast. Oh no! Brakes! Brakes! Woo! Emergency landing! And we nailed it. I should have turned the batteries off. We are just ate a bug. Literally ate a bug. Just went in my mouth. Protein. We're stalling. That's what we're doing. All right. Well, this is not good, ladies and gentlemen. And I am doing something here. Maybe we can land in this driveway. Let's try it. Best glides. Alright, it's loading in. So a lot faster than 2020. Even with the same scenery being loaded. 2 Romeo Romeo is where we're starting from, and then we're going right to Vero Beach. So as soon as this updates, we'll be good. And it's just loading everything. Again, I use a lot of scenery, so that's why it takes a little while for it to load, but it's still not as bad as 2020. And I appreciate your patience. One crashed the desktop. I don't know what caused it, but we can go to the events viewer while we're waiting. See what it says for the error, shall we? Excuse me. Alright. It's probably like a memory thing, so that's what it always is. 2020 when it had problems. There we go. We're loading in actually, so we'll check it out after. Yeah, it's a memory thing. C0, C005. It's the same thing that happened all the time before there, 2020. But they'll hopefully fix that and make it better. So welcome back. I'm gonna go to Romeo Romeo. Gotta turn everything off though. So let me do that. Do the high prop still, and yeah, I am gonna do the checklist still. We're gonna do it for real. TOBI tracker working pretty good. But yeah, I do like the walk around mode. I think it's kind of cool. It's snazzy. But Shift C, enter aircraft. I'm gonna recenter this thing, and there we go. That should be off. We should have no problems on that. Does it sound like something's flipping around? I think it does. What the heck is flipping around? I don't know. Stop moving all around. I don't know what is doing that sound, but it's aggravating me. Well, I don't know, but something's clicking. We're gonna leave it. Okay, anyways, TOBI tracker off. And let's get our checklist out and do this again. So here we go. Seat track back lock off, avionics off, autopilot off, AC off, prop high RPM. It is. Throttle slight. You can't see. Oh, you can't see this. I left it on. Brake set. And also the parking brake is set. Clear prop. Master alternator on. Beacon on. And then fuel pump on. Full rich. Fuel pump. Fuel flow should go up. That means it's prime. Back down. And here we go. Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Here we go. Thank you for your patience out there. Notice that 2024 does a lot better though. It really does. That's because it's streaming half the stuff. Oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Make sure that fuel pressure is still up there. It is. Lights as required. We'll put the nav on at this time. Okay. Seatbelt harness says heat vent defrost. Keep that off. Thank you. I don't think it's saved because it's crashed the desktop. So there you go. Avionics on. Get that GNS 530 in my real sim gear GNS 530. That was awesome for instrument training as well because I have a 530 and the 172 I was doing my training in. So when I go back to it someday, it shall be good. Alright, anyways, squawking 1200 and it's on ATIS. I don't think it's going to give me an ATIS, but we can check. What is the ATIS here in 2 Romeo Romeo? Nothing. So let's just look around. Orlando says scatter 6,000, broken 25,000, 250. Right. Oh, let's update this thing actually. Plan. Delete. Yes. Delete. This is that Avera. Oh, no. That was the Avera program I told you about. It's free. And it's used on Android devices. And it does pretty good. 2 Romeo Romeo. Find. Add. It's going to go up. I'm going to move that up. Not that far, so we might keep this kind of low actually. Maybe on like 2,900 feet or something. Keep it really low. And not that far, 42.2 nautical miles out. I'm going to keep the fuel where it is, but we're going to switch to the right tank. So fuel pump is on. Right. Fuel pump off. Yeah. Same thing on the arrow. I have it. It's 530. I think it's 530. Yeah, I think it's 530. So they're phasing those out though. They only have so many parts to fix them, so they want them to go to the touchscreen, which I could totally understand that too, because the touchscreen's way easier to just push things on the screen and get it done. You know what I'm saying? But all right, no plate here. 28. Let's check the chart. Something makes I have no clue about the runways here. Just picked it outside the Bravo, so we have to worry about anything. All right, wrong one. 2 Romeo Romeo. River Ranch Resort. Runway 34 or 16. Probably 16. Let me double check that though. No, maybe. No. Well, you know what? Let's do it like I do in the real world if I was putting this out here. I got an awesome app called Flight Winds here. And I'll put in there Orlando winds. So 250 at 8. This will tell me crosswinds. It's a cumbersome computer. So the winds are up on the left, 250 8. That's out of Orlando. And we have runway, what was it again? 3214. Alright, headwind of 3 knots. That's what we want. Runway 32. So that's what we're doing. Crosswind from the left of 8 knots. So not bad. That's a useful thing to have when you're flying for real. So you don't have to look at charts. You can just kind of put it in there. It does its thing. Alright, we're going to depart to the east and go direct to Vero Beach. Go back to the checklist. I'm going to make this go. Delete all this stuff here. I also like that you can use your stylus on this and do all that stuff. Did I drop my stylus though? Because I can't find it right now. No, I have a chart in the back. Okay. You see, there's no chart here. So, alright. Let's go part 3-2. Checklist. Altimeter set to Orlando, which is 29907. Does it say if I push that? It's almost there. Well, it's about there actually. Yeah. Alright, what's the elevation here? Double check with that. 55. That's about right. Alright, ATIS, we got avionics on set. Autopilot's off. Let's make this go to Vero Beach. Well, it was a good flight till we had to crash the desktop. My guy's really enjoying it. Now, I'm not like bugged out still, but they do have to do something about those memory issues. Transponder alt squawk. It is ADSB. We'll pretend it's on. Do a test of the brakes on the way out. This is a Vero. It's my real world flight tablet. I don't know if you can see that. I'd have to touch it, put it in front of the camera. See that? And then I stream it to the computer. But it's what I use for real. It's called a Vero. It's free and it's for Android. And then I scanned in my checklists and put them in PDF format. That's what you're seeing here. So I don't want AI assistant though. But yeah, everything's on this thing. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I don't have to buy FlightAware, because that would be too much money for the amount of flying that I do. So, but yeah, I've been using it like forever, even before a private pilot. I didn't use it during my private pilot training though. I did the traditional paper maps and everything. So I always carry backup maps and everything, just in case this thing dies down. And once in a great while, I'll take out just to check my self flight, and I'll turn everything off and go, oh, you lost your tablet. What are you gonna do? You know. So, all right, we're good there. Let's get back on VATSIM. Back on VATSIM now. Okay. What's the CTAF here? 122.8. We're good. And then Miami. I don't know what we're gonna need. Let's check out Volanta. Where did Volanta go? Did Volanta crash? I don't think it did. I guess it did. Well, that sucks. Right, Miami Center's on. We're a little bit south of the Bravo, so I'm going to call Miami Center. 132.2 once I get up there. Or maybe I won't actually. I don't think I will actually, but I'll keep them on standby just in case I change my mind. I think I'm just going to fly this. It's not that far out. Because you're not required to have that. We didn't need them for the Bravo, but that's why, again, why I picked outside the Bravo there. Let me make sure everything's working here. VATSIM Unicom, November 513 Echo Foxtrot, radio check please. If not, I'm gonna be okay. I say runway 34. Is it 34 or 32? Oh, I looked at the wrong one. Let me do the calculations again. We got runway 1634. All right. 34. 1634. Yeah, runway 34 is the better runway because it has a headwind of 1 knot. See how it was close, so you want to check that. So, all right, runway 34, and it's a right pattern. All right, we're good. Well, here we go. Let's make it to Vero Beach, shall we? Now, I'll take a look at the event viewer. Actually, I already did, didn't I? So I don't need that anymore. So you know what the problem was. It was a memory error. Now, I'm gonna try turning to the right. So I'm kind of tight here. Tobii tracker is on. Okay. We're looking good. Here we go. Don't run over them. Is that a man? I think it's a man. It might be a woman. I don't know. No, it looks like a man. It's a man. Okay. And they says that over there. Looks like a 152 if you ask me. Okay, brakes are obviously working. And we want to go right here. Depart runway 34. Pretty sweet. All right. Let's do a quick run up. So let me. Boy, they don't leave you a lot of area to do a run up here, do they? It is a ranch, so. Maybe we should just go on the runway and do it really fast. All right. River Ranch Resort. River Ranch traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot. We're going to be departing runway 34, departure to the east, River Ranch. Okay, quickly get to my checklist here. I'm going to turn off the Tobii tracker so my head doesn't bob left and right for you. Some people get sick with that. It's like motion sickness. I feel bad. Okay, brakes going to be set. Fuel pump. Oh, we're doing the alert.
Work well and prosper.
Okay, brakes are on. Fuel pump take trim set for takeoff. Excuse me. Manual and electric works. Okay, cool. Up. Thank you for at least staying on. Appreciate that. Okay, quickly, because people are going to be coming in. Flight controls. We're good. Instruments. Star Cruise Middle. No heading. 3-2. Berg speaks. No one can land while I'm here. Sea looks good. Horizon airspeed looks good. And that's your lights. Working. Alternate air. Test and close. Reach your best power. We're almost sea level, so I'll leave it 2,000 RPMs. All right, right magneto. Back to both. Left. Back to both. All right, gonna cycle the prop here, so RPMs go down. RPMs go up. Oil pressure goes down. Oil pressure goes up. And finally, make sure no oil spurts onto the windshield, so we don't want an oil leak, and we don't have one. Good. All right, amps and volts starting slightly. The suction's good. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure, oil temperature, good. Idle, gonna check closed. And back to about 1,000. I usually do about 1,200 in the sim, but 1,000 in real life is what we do. All right, we're just gonna go for it. Now I got my briefing. We're gonna best glide 79, rotate 70, climb at 90. Wheels up when there's no more available runway ahead of us, and we are good. Fuel pump on, strobe, landing, and we're good. All right, we're good to go. Tablet off. I'll make one more announcement on my departure. Here we go. Where are we? River Ranch. River Ranch Resort traffic. Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 34, departure to the east. Straight out, River Ranch. Here we go. Fucking break off, full throttle. We're using all the runway because that way you have more runway to put it down on in case you have a problem. So we also have those trees at the end, which are very non-inviting, unless you're up there and need it, you know. And rotate. Look at that. I gotta take a turn to the right. Wheels up. Trimming up. Trim up more. Tobii eye tracker on so I can move around. Trim up. Get to the right. Clear on the right. Turning to the right. I'm gonna climb to about 2,900, maybe 2,500. I'll think about it as I get there. Okay, I'll try the autopilot again. Autopilot on. Now, heading on. Trimming up. No, it's being wonky again. You see that? Let's get the thing under control here. Getting the trim under control. Please, Mr. Autopilot, work. Alright. Seem to be okay. Alright, we do not need any air traffic control to get here until we get to the Delta. So we'll call them up about 50 nautical miles or so out. Excuse me, about the coughing. Bring us back to 2,500 inches manifold, 25, 50-ish. That's what we do in my Aero. I fly for real. Not usually they say 25, 25, but for some reason it does better in the Aero 2 I fly to 25, 50, so I just do that. Clean up the mixture and we're good. Seems to be holding. Surprised that doesn't say direct to Vero Beach. That's where it's going. As you can see, there. I'm gonna stay out of the everything over there. That River Ranch Resort Airport was a nice little cool little airport there. Keep this thing going. I'm surprised it didn't crash the desktop because it hasn't done that in a long time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep it right there, 2,100 feet, low and slow. Keep this back to like 22 inches, just to 2,500 RPMs. And one more final leaning, more enriching with the mixture. Right about there. There we go. I also have to do the direct track 109. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. 17 and a half minutes or so to our destination. There's lots of traffic out there. So those out of memory errors, they don't really happen a lot, if at all, in 2020 anymore. So it might just be time for them to make the memory allocation better. But if you see my overlay here, it's using a lot. You know, CPU is going to 90, GPU is about 70, VRAM. This isn't a 3090, 65%. I have 128 gigabytes of RAM. It's DDR4 though, it's old RAM. Use 40%. My frames per second is really good, 70, 80, 70, 60. No problems at all there. But I think we're still going to be flying 2024 for a couple streams. It all depends on the aircraft now, because everything else seems to be okay. I'm not going to say perfect, but I'll say okay. And I think they're going to maybe possibly get this under control better than it was in 2020. It's not going to take as long, I don't think. They hit Service Update 3 like right after they released Service Update 2, so we'll see. Do appreciate if you stuck around me, so it don't get aggravating. But unlike 2020, it doesn't take as long to load, so that's the good news. just remember one last time, I'm going to promote my marathon event, 5th annual Eric Flight Marathon event coming at you in July 26th, this summer. We have 2 marathons. We have a Canadian one and an American because it's the ultimate American-Canadian flight trip. 5th annual marathon. We're inviting any and all pilots to fly it like a marathon. Even if you want to fly a couple legs, you can do that. Drew Wiki Design is on board giving a couple sceneries away to people that fly it like a marathon. But we're going to do the Canadian part of it from British Columbia all the way to Quebec City. And we're going to do it in one straight event. It's going to be probably about over 20 hours, I would say, of flying. Taking breaks, of course. And then that happens on July 26th. We start at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1200 Zulu. And then the next week after that, we do the second part of the marathon. We're going to do the American version from Burlington, Vermont, all the way up to Santa Monica, California. And should be a good time. We've done it for charity. We raised money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge. Find out more information at tinyurl.com/donate-fly. And if you want to join my Discord, it'll give you the registration link. You do have to register if you want to fly like a marathon and win prizes. We'll give you all the plans. I've already done all the flight planning for you. And you can just join us. As of now, we're doing it on 2020 still. But 2024 is looking a lot better. So I'm thinking we probably will have it on 2024 by then. It's going to be the summer. But we'll see. But find out more information on my Discord. tinyurl.com/ericflight Discord. All one word. And we'll see you there. Gonna be making the promo video for that next, so. And it should be good. We're almost done with our flight today. I'm gonna do one more nasal clearing here of my allergies, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Allergies have been terrible. But we're flying at 2,100 feet to end this flight to Vero Beach. And we're going to have to talk to Miami. Oh, we have artwork from Maddie, everybody. You ready? Woo! Look at that. Nice job. Nice job. I appreciate it. Can you do me a favor, though? Can you go put it like on a table somewhere so I can finish this? Okay. Yeah, I'm about to land, so I have to pay attention, okay? All right. I love you very much. Kids. Anyways. Alright, I'll be there in a second. We're gonna have dinner after this. I'm almost done, okay? Alright. Alright, we're gonna be flying over Blue Cypress Lake. I'm gonna get over to ATC here. Let's see. Vero Beach Tower's not on. So it's gonna be all us on CTAF there. There is some traffic down there. And that means we're going to be on tower frequency. So 126.3. I'm still going to go to Miami Center though, because they control the airspace. And I think it's 122.2, but it could be wrong.
Miami Center, Beaver 471, Papa Mike's on the ground at Lakeland, requesting taxi for departure to the south.
It is. Alright. Oh, excuse me.
Papa Mike, Miami Center, left aircraft type, and would you like flight follow?
Negative on the flight following, and we're a de Havilland Beaver.
About 25 nautical miles out, as you can see.
Good.
Let's finish this.
I believe it's a Delta Hotel Charlie 2 DHC2.
Number 1 Papa Mike, Miami Center, thank you. Runway 2.
Finish it!
Cross 23, to Lake Mountain, 33000.
Alpha Cross 23, altimeter 3000, 471 uplink.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly. For a flight guy. I've never had that type of entourage at an airport flying in real life, by the way. Just want everyone to know that. Ever. God, I crack myself up. I'll be right back after I have this coughing fit. I'm okay. I'm still with us. Okay. All right, we're gonna call in the Miami Center and ask for a full stop. Right, see if they have ATIS here. 120.47575.
Departure this frequency on 132.2.
There we go. See what they got.
KVRB status information Bravo time 2153 Zulu.
Nope.
Wind 100 at 8, visibility
Oh,
10.
wait.
Sky clear, temperature 90.23, altimeter 3001.
Yeah, I am hearing something.
Visual approaches to use landing and departing runways 12 left and 12 right.
1 2 left, 1 2
Further
right.
details of that on this contact you information Bravo.
Bravo.
KVRB status information Bravo time 2153 Zulu. Wind 100 at 8, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 90.23, altimeter 3001.
That talks way too fast. Alright, I'm just gonna go with that. So they left the ATIS on. But that is way too fast. You gotta record that a little slower. Alright, back over to guard.
Going to tower 2075.
And let's finish this.
You're on guard, Whip.
Miami Center, Delta 6713, level 2000, resuming course to Erva.
We don't have tower, right? I gotta double check that too. Vero Beach. They have Orlando Tower, they have Orlando Approach.
Click for the RNAV 22 approach, Delta 6713.
Alright, so let's give a shout out to Miami Center here.
Papa Michael, confirm over 2, ready to go.
So 1 Papa Mike on course departure approved, runway 28, clear for takeoff, wind 2505.
On course approved, clear for takeoff 28, 471 Papa Mike.
Miami Center, November 513 Echo Foxtrot. I don't know if I did that. Miami Center, November 513 Echo Foxtrot.
For 513 Echo Foxtrot, Miami Center.
Arrow, 3 Echo Foxtrot type, Papa, 28 Romeo. We're about 18 nautical miles to the west of Vero Beach with Bravo, requesting a full stop.
Roger, contact Miami Center 133.4.
133.4, thank you.
Miami Center, United 90D5 Heavy, 16,000.
Jumbo 28 from Mach 72 or less.
72 or less, Jumbo 28.
Miami Center, November 513 Echo Foxtrot.
November 513 Echo Foxtrot, Miami Center, go ahead.
Arrow, 3 Echo Foxtrot type, Papa, 28 Romeo. 17 nautical miles to the west of Vero Beach. We have Bravo, requesting full stop.
Cherokee 3 Echo Foxtrot, roger, enter the straight in, runway 12 right.
Straight in for 12 right, 3 Echo Foxtrot. Alright, good, awesome. Alright, I'm gonna turn the tablet off.
3210.
I'll be looking at that.
14,000.
And should we straight in? Should we quick and easy? Let's do descend down to 1,000 feet, pattern altitude. So let's get that going on.
Maintain flight level 230, United 3210.
Autopilot off. Manual. And we're gonna do a descent of about 500 feet per minute. Down there. Trim feels off. That's another thing with the autopilot. The trim always feels off when I turn it off. It'll be alright. It wants to go to the left. Lord Farquaad 375. Thanks for following me on Twitch. I had to check that for a second. Appreciate that. That's an awesome name, by the way. Just want you to know that. But about to land in Vero Beach, hopefully without a crash and test out. We had one, so it's gotten better in 2024. But gotta get over here. 12 right. We don't really see it yet. But we're starting our descent down, and I should have Allison do that. So almost at the.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
There we go.
Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
That should be at 18. you.
Sky 33 Foxtrot, taxi to ramp, yes, Foxtrot, Delta, Charlie, full short of 12, right?
Ramp via Foxtrot.
This is not acting the right way on autopilot, but we'll keep trying. Yeah. I don't know. I think they gotta clean up the flight dynamics, the actual flight part of it a little bit. But we'll get it over there. We gotta get over here the 1-2, right? 2024. I still like you. Just saying. That's gotta be the airport out there.
Airshare 325, contact Jacksonville Center. Actually, stand by 1.
Keep descending. Gee. Oh wow, I'm gonna cough again, excuse me. Every time I laugh, it interacts with my allergies. Okay, we're good. Now we gotta get over here. Come on, let's go. To the left. I cannot get that ball to center right. It's crazy. I'm gonna try giving some right rudder trim, but it's being a pain. Cannot center that ball. That's a lot of pushing there. Maybe I just gotta get used to the flight dynamics in 2024. I don't know.
Airshare 325, contact Orlando approach 124.82.
Oh, I don't know about that. Is this a trick? I'll pick 7. That GAG thing sounded like a Power Rangers thing.
Runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 1-2 right, 3 Echo Foxtrot.
Cherokee 3 Echo Foxtrot, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 1-2 right, 3 Echo Foxtrot. For some reason, my cable on my Honeycomb Alpha comes loose. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm pretty stable. I can't even make this thing descend right now like I want it to. But if you want to put some money on that, just being funny. Oh boy. Just being funny. No money needs to be involved. I'll make it. I do have to get to 1-2 right though, because this being a pain with the winds and stuff. See what I can do. Come on, descend. I've been trimming down like forever. Let's go. Trim wheel seems to be better. Now it's gonna go nuts, see? So I don't know. I'm doing the electric trim and it's really not working that well. Now it's kind of working, but not really. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna be fine. Feel pretty good about my chances. 1-2 right's over there. I can see it now. Just gotta get over there. Let's go heavy on the left here. I cannot center that ball with my rudder pedal. I'm trying. That is weird.
United 32 10 descend via the coastal 2 arrival, landing east, Miami altimeter 29er.
Descend via the coastal 2 arrival, landing east, 29er.
Vero Beach right in front of us. I do have some freeware scenery there. So I don't think it's going to be a big update. But it'll be Vero Beach at least, you know. Yep. And that thing again was arching over to the left a little bit. Flying this manually here. It dips right down though when they let go of the yoke to try to get my trim to be where it's supposed to be. So when I pull the yoke back on the elevator, it like pulls the cable up just enough where the buttons on the yoke do not work that well. So, oh God, don't tell me you're a student, because then I'm gonna have to ban you. I guess I'm gonna have to ban you. You had to do it. You had to do it. You couldn't just let it be. Nope. Oh boy. Goodbye.
And Miami Center, Skyhawk 803 Foxtrot, Alpha 12 right on Delta holding short, Alpha 12 left on Delta holding short 12 right.
Sorry, can't do it. Can't let students be on the chat, as it says in the rules. Only because some students had problems. Oh, that stinks for you. Sorry. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna land. 12 right. Sorry, that's my rule. All right, let's start doing our thing here. So, gas. Fuel pump is on. Switch it to the right. We're on the right. Good. Undercarriage. We're under 129. Gear down.
JetBlue 1146, Mach 0.76 or greater.
0.76
Green
or greater,
mixture.
JetBlue 1146.
Drop. Kick this back. One thing of flaps. Very good. Two things of flaps. Back to 15 inches. And we're looking good. All right. Maybe the trim button doesn't work as much as the wheel because it comes disconnected from the yoke. I gotta find some way of keeping this thing in there. That's all I know. So, 12 left's over there, so that is 12 right. 3 green. Tobii eye tracker on. Zoom in just a little bit. Right view. And here we go. So I don't know, either it's the weather engine or it's just the flight model still that they have to tweak it a little bit. But this thing is really heavy, which it should be on landing. I should have more throttle there. I should be about 80, not 70. But it seems like this gets kicked around more than real life. Does that make sense? I think it does. What are my wins again? 100, yeah, at 8. That's not that bad. And I'm above the glide slope, which is nice to see.
KVM 344 Lima Kilo, Miami Center, information,
right
Bravo,
when I land, the FBO is
right.
little thing there. Treating the throttle as we get down here. By the way, Lord Farquhar, even though I had to ban you, watch me land this thing. I'm gonna get cocky. Okay, throttle out. It's gonna hopefully dip down like it does in real life, heavily.
Boyer 2632 Miami Center.
Wind is from my left. A little bit of throttle as we get down here. Throttle out. We're a little high. Not bad. We're down. With the improved ground dynamics, it will actually let me do that. We'll do the next one. Take it right on to Alpha. Welcome to Vero Beach, where we did not crash. Should have known with the Lord Farquhar that was one of my students. Shrek is like a huge thing at my school. They gave away when they said Crusade. Okay, fuel pump off. Flaps up. Flaps are up.
EVS 3929 Miami Center, good evening.
Alpha. Okay. And do this thing right here. Miami Center, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 12 right at Vero Beach, and we're on Alpha requesting taxi to the FBO. What's up? Fuel pump off. Strobes off.
Cherokee 3, Echo Foxtrot, taxi Charlie to the ramp, and you can cross runway 04 if you need to. Have a good one.
Charlie, cross 4 to the FBO to the ramp. 3 Echo Foxtrot, thanks. Alright, landing light. We'll keep it on. Everything else is off. On. We gotta do the trim though. Trim check. Yeah, I don't like the trim. I'm gonna have to figure out some way of keeping this cable in the Alpha, because I don't feel like buying a new one. And I don't think they sell the cable, so I'm gonna like, I don't know, I'm thinking about even putting like a little touch of glue in there, to be honest with you. Alright, just to show you, we're gonna cross Charlie, so it's our first right. The Charlie, cross 4. Take a look around before we do that. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Very good. Crossing 4. Thank you for coming out tonight. Appreciate, I'm gonna call him Azevedo. Excuse me. And Kamikaze for coming out. We're gonna have to start getting you guys sound pretty soon, because if you're gonna keep coming to the broadcast, even though I haven't streamed for a while, then it might be nice to get you some sound so you can introduce yourself. Stu and Yuri on my Discord. So just go to the bottom channel there and request a sound. Should we take Bravo? Yeah, let's take Bravo.
EPS 7929, so recycle transponder squawk 1570.
The FBO's right over there. So I'm gonna park somewhere over there. Alright, it's 2024. Is it better? Definitely. Is it the best it could be? No, because they still have some memory leaks. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on that.
Saturday 15 Kilo Juliet, Miami Center, runway 8 left, clear for takeoff.
But we have made it. I have no clue what's clicking all
United
the time.
3210, expect the ILS runway 12 approach information Foxtrot current.
Okay, left, and then we're going to the FBO.
Expect ILS 12, and we have information.
The FBO.
United
There's 2 of them,
3210.
so we can actually go take the right and go park over there. And we'll go to this FBO, which I have no clue what FBO this is, but it's near that jet, so that's what we'll do. The aircraft aren't like high up in the air anymore for the traffic either, so that's also nice to see as well. You know what? We'll just park it here. I just want to get it done. So we shall park over here. There was a
KBM 4 Lima Kilo, clear direct to Vero Beach Airport, descend and maintain 3000.
Should probably turn this thing around. Don't hit the guy. Don't run him over. I'm probably gonna hit him. That's alright. I still don't understand what that clicky sound is. I might even hit that aircraft there, but that's okay. It's cool. Alright. And we'll park it after this. Oop, pull it back into space. Alright, checklist. Tobii tracker off. ELT verify satellite. Avionics going off. All lights except
Kilo, direct Vero Beach.
beacon off. We'll disconnect from VAT Sim at this time. AC's off. Mixture full lead. Mags off, master off, lights off. I don't know if I have the slew settings in here. I don't think I do. So we'll just kind of leave it where it is, I guess. But we'll put the parking brake on here, and then we'll take the drone cam out, which I have done all that for. I tablet off, so you can actually see things. All right. So welcome to Vero Beach, Florida. If I had my slew things in there, I would definitely slew where it'd be. There's one FBO over here. There's another one over here. But I parked there, so you could just walk over if you had to. Let's go check out the towered area over there. And I arrived about 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I'll get some dinner here with the kids after. Uh-oh. What did I just do? I hit the wrong button. No. There you go. So there you go. I don't see any call signs for any of my friends. I could be wrong on that, but let me check it with them on Discord anyways, because I got to post that I did the event. Alright, so November Echo Foxtrot, and we went Kilo, or tried to go Kilo Lima, Charlie, come back to KVRB, P28 Romeo, and we landed at 2300 Zulu. So there you go, I just made it in the time frame they wanted. Not that it really matters because they probably still count it, but look at that little interesting place there. Again, this is freeware, so this isn't like all out to payware, but probably looks better than the default. There's the air traffic control tower. I like to sometimes peer into what it would look like. There you go. Well, kind of look like that. But yeah, all right, we're gonna call it a night. I appreciate you all coming out again. Thanks to Vero and Kamikaze for coming out. Those are your new nicknames. Part of your whole thing there. So, but from Vero Beach, Florida, we are going to sign off. I'm gonna raid someone on Twitch though, so if you're on Twitch, stay tuned. We'll be raiding someone. And if you're on Kick, remember to push that follow or subscribe button. I can't remember what it is, but we're trying to grow our presence there. If you're on YouTube, please push the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 939. We're getting closer every month. Excuse me. If you're on Twitch, push that follow button. We're looking to get to 620 followers. We're almost there. So, but from Vero Beach, Florida, on Flight Sim 2024, Eric Flight wishing you a great night. I'll see you soon. We'll be flying the 737. I don't know if it's going to be on 2024 because I have to try it out still. But 2020 was working. And again, appreciate all your support out there. Thank you. And have a great evening. I'll see you soon. Eric Flight, peace out.